Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. How are you all kids? I hope you all are fine and you are practicing your maths concepts regularly. Today we are going to do a very interesting topic, that is circles. Now the word circles or this figure is not new to you all. You have already studied the different types of shapes, right? If you remember, you had studied there are two types of shape, that is 2D shapes and 3D shapes. The flat surfaces, the flat figures we call them, we categorize them into 2D shapes, and the solid shapes we call them 3D shapes, or we put them in 3D shapes, right. Now when we say circle, it falls in 2D shapes, okay. It is a flat figure, a closed flat figure and round in shape. We know about it, right. And some of the examples that you can give for circles are bangle, the girls that wear the bangles, right. So it is one of the example of circle. Same way the rings, the finger rings that we wear, that is also an example for circle. Another example you can give for circle are the hula hoops which we use to play, right. They are round in shape. So anything that is round in shape, flat surface, we call it circles. Today we are going to look into more things of circles, that is we are going to discuss the parts of circle and how we can construct the circles, okay. So in your geometry box you will find some instruments. Out of those instruments there are two instruments that we are going to use today to draw the circles, that is a scale. You know why we use the scale, right, to draw the lines. Fine. Today you will see how we are going to use the scale when we are doing the construction of the circles, and then we are going to use this instrument which is called compass, okay. So these two instruments are used to draw the circle. So before we go into the constructions, we will see the different parts of the circles. I have listed the parts that we are going to discuss today: center, circumference, radius, the plural of radius is radii, diameter, chord, semicircle and arc. These are some of the parts of the circles that we are going to discuss today. So to start with, the first part, that is center. In this figure you can see that there is a point in the middle of the circle. This point is known as center of the circle, the point which is in the middle of the circle. This point is very important when we do the construction of the circle. When we draw a circle, this point plays a very important role, okay. So this is the center of the circle. Now this center of the circle will be at the same distance from every point on the circumference. Now what is the circumference? The boundary, you can see the boundary of the circle or the outer line that you see. Yeah, this is called the circumference of the circle, the boundary of the circle. We call it circumference, okay. Just remember the word, it is called circumference, okay, the boundary of the circle. Now this center will be at the same distance, at the equidistance we call it, like the distance between every point on the circumference and the center will be same, okay. So this is the relation between center and the circumference, fine. Moving on to our next part, that is radius. Radius is a line that is drawn between the center and any point on the circumference. Now here you can see I have drawn a line from the center to the circumference and I have named it as AB. We use capital letters to name the points, okay, like here I have named the center as O and here I have named the center as A. We can use any capital letter to name the points, okay. So this point, the center of the circle, I have named it as A, and the point on the circumference B. This distance or the line from A to B is called the radius, okay. Again when we draw the circle or when we are constructing the circle, we should know the length of the radius, okay. Now how many radii can we draw in a circle? Radii is the plural of radius. So how many radii can we draw for a circle? We can draw any number of radii for a circle. For example, from this point A I can draw another radius and I can name it as C. So AC becomes a radius. Same way I can draw one more from A and I can name it as D. So AD is also a radius. Okay, like this I can draw any number of radii in a circle and I can keep naming them, right. So for a circle there can be infinite number of radii. Okay, so a circle can have many radii. So I hope you have understood what we mean by radius. The length of every radius will be the same. For a circle, any number of radii you can draw and the length of all the radii will be the same. Okay. Next, we are going to discuss about diameter. Now, what is a diameter? This line you can see on the circle from P to Q. This line is known as diameter. So, what is happening over here? The line PQ is joining two points on the circumference. Point P and point Q are the points on the circumference. So, this line is joining these 2 points and at the same time it is passing through the center of the circle. Now, center is A, right. For this circle, center is A. So, this line PQ is touching 2 points on the circumference and it is passing through the center of the circle. Okay. So, these type of lines which pass through the center and join the 2 points on the circumference are called diameter. Okay. So, a circle can have how many diameter then? It can have any number of diameters. Okay. For example, I can draw one more diameter here like this, which will pass through the center and join 2 points on the circumference like RS, right. Same way I can draw another diameter here which will pass through the center and I can name it as X, Y. So, you can see we can draw any number of diameters for a circle. Okay. The condition is it should pass through the center and touch 2 points on the circumference. Now, if you look at the diameter, you can see that in this diameter PQ, PA from the center to the P, this is one of the radius, isn't it? We have already seen what is a radius. Radius means the line from the center to the circumference. So, AP is one of the radius for the circle. Same way AQ is also a radius. Now, PQ is a diameter which has 2 radii in it, right. PQ is a diameter. In this diameter, we can see there are 2 radii. AP is one of the radius and AQ is another radius. So, we can say that diameter D is equal to, we denote diameter with D, is equal to 2 times the radius, 2R. Okay. That means length of one diameter will be equal to 2 times the length of the radius. Okay. So, the length of one diameter is equal to the length of 2 times the radius of that circle. So, diameter is equal to 2R, 2 times of the radius. Okay. This is the relation between diameter and radius. Next, we will look into chord. What do we mean by chord? Chord is a line that touches 2 points on the circumference. For example, RS, you can see this line RS, it is touching 2 points on the circumference and we call it chord. Now, you might think that diameter was also doing the same thing, it was touching 2 points on the circumference. Then what is the difference between a chord and a diameter? The difference between the chord and a diameter is, diameter is also a type of a chord because it is touching 2 points on the circumference, but it becomes special type of a chord because it passes through the center of the circle. Okay, that's why it is a special type of a chord. So we have given a different name to that line. Okay, it's a line that passes through the center and touches 2 points, right? Same thing the chord is doing, it's touching 2 points on the circumference, but here it is not passing through the center. Okay, that's why we just call it as chord. If this chord passes through the center, then it becomes a special, okay, and we call it diameter. Okay, that is the difference between the chord and a diameter. So we say the diameter is a special type of a chord that touches 2 points on the circumference and passes through the center. And diameter is the longest chord in a circle. Okay, when we draw any chord, you will see the length of the diameter as a chord. When you consider it, the diameter's length will be always the longest. So in a circle, how many chords can we have then? Can I draw more chords over here? Yes, I can draw more chords. I can draw another chord over here and I can name it as AB. AB is also touching 2 points on the circumference and it becomes a chord. I can draw another chord like this, okay, and I can name it as PQ. So it is also a chord, right? It is touching 2 points on the circumference. So a circle can have any number of chords. I hope you have understood. Center is the middle point on a circle. Circumference is the boundary of the circle. Radius is the line from the center to the circumference. So a circle can have any number of radii. Can a circle have many centers? No. A circle can have just one center. Okay, but whereas it can have many radii, it can have many diameters and it can have many chords, but center will be just one. Okay. The next part that we are going to see is semicircle. Okay, what do we mean by semicircle? Semicircle, semi means half, okay, or a part. Now semicircle means half of the circle. Can you see this figure? You can see that it is just the half of the circle, okay, and we call it semicircle, half of the circle. Next that we are going to look is the arc. Now what is an arc? Arc means any part on the circumference, any 2 points on the circumference. For example, now you can see I have marked 2 points over here, X and Y. They are the part of the circumference. So this part of the circumference we call it arc. Okay. Even this part from A to B, this is also an arc, half of the circumference, right? So it also becomes an arc. We can have any 2 points on the circumference which is a part of the circumference, we call it arc. I hope you have understood all the parts of the circle: center, circumference, radius, diameter, chord, semicircle and arc. Next we are going to see how we construct a circle or how we draw a circle. So for that we need to know the length of the radius. Okay, and now I have taken here radius as 8 centimeters. So keeping the radius 8 centimeters, I will draw a circle here. For that I will use compass and scale. Now the role of scale is to measure the radius on the compass. So I will measure 8 centimeters on the compass using the scale. Okay. Since I am using the instruments little larger in size, my circle also will be bigger on the board. Okay, it might not be exactly as you draw in your notebooks. Okay, so now here I am going to measure 8 centimeters. Okay, I am measuring 8 centimeters on the compass. I have used scale to measure. Open your compass accordingly and mark 8 centimeters. Fine, measure 8 centimeters on the compass. Now when we draw the circle, we see that the metal end, okay, will be at the center of the circle. I have marked the center over here. This is my center of the circle. We have to first mark the center of the circle. On this point, on this center, I am going to place the metal end of my compass. Okay, so I will keep it here like this and I will move the second side of the compass around to form a circle. Okay, so let us do that. I have kept it fixed at one place. The metal end I have kept it fixed at the center and I will move the other arm around to form a circle. Okay. Okay, this is how we form a circle. Now this is my center of the circle. We can name it as O, and on this circle we will try to mark the parts of the circle. Okay. First we are going to mark radius. So from O I am going to draw a line like this, and I will name it as A. So OA is my radius. Let me draw a diameter. Diameter will join the two lines on the circumference passing through the center. Let me name it as PQ. PQ is the diameter. Let me draw an arc on the circle. X, Y is the chord of the circle, and here if I mark any 2 points, say for example I have marked the 2 points over here, say R, S. Now from R to S, this part becomes the arc of the circle. Okay. I hope you have understood the different parts of the circle and how we construct or draw a circle. Quickly we will see what all we have discussed today. We have discussed the parts of the circle. The first part that we discussed was center. Then next we saw what is circumference. Center is the middle point of the circle. Circumference is the boundary or the border of the circle. Radius. Radius is the line that joins center and any point on the circumference. So we can have many radii for one circle. Diameter is the line that joins 2 points on the circumference, but it passes through the center. It is a special type of a chord. Since it passes through the center, we name it as diameter, and it is the longest chord of the circle. Now what is a chord? Chord is a line that joins any 2 points on the circumference. Okay. Here you will see these lines do not pass through the center. If they pass, then they become diameter. Okay. So chord is the line that joins any 2 points on the circumference. Then we have seen what is semicircle. Half of the circle is called the semicircle. Arc is any part on the circumference. Okay, part of the circumference. We call it arc. And then we have seen how we draw a circle. We should know the length of the radius. Measure the length of the radius on the compass using scale. Keep the center, the metal end fixed at the center, and move the other side of the compass to form a circle, a round figure. That's all for today. I hope you enjoyed the class. Keep practicing, draw circles in your book.